What's going on, guys? Stockboy here, and I've got some new information for you on 3 of my main test tracks. We're going to be looking at La Puerta, Seaside, and the test track today because that's what it's called. The extra 100 props that we can add to these tracks, I've added to all of them. So these things look awesome. Now, you're going to notice as we go through, some of it looks a little funky. They render kind of weird in the Rockstar editor, which is what you saw with the burnout boxes there. I'm going to work on that over time, but right now I'm going to focus on stuff that you're going to be able to enjoy starting immediately. Starting with the Impaler on the right, and actually in the right lane. I'm using both lanes on the drag strip now, which is awesome. We just passed over a 60-foot line. In the future, I'm going to give you 60-foot times. Right here, we've got a speed line for the 8th mile line and the 8th mile line. I'm going to give you actual trap times, which is pretty cool for both 8th and quarter-mile line. And look at how close that race was between these two cars. This might be a future video, so there's a little preview of that for you. But let's check out a wheelie race, too. Why not? This Impaler was the fastest wheelie car in the game. I said was. I kind of ruined it there. You're going to see this M100 on the way to that quarter-mile line. It has a pretty decisive lead over the Impaler, so that's pretty cool. I also added some access to my return road, so if you guys want to drive that track regularly and go back and forth and all that stuff, you can now. Looking at Seaside, big changes to the infield and just trying to make this track look more realistic overall. I really like being able to do my cinematic videos here. I wanted it to be a little more realistic and a lot less just green and gray. And I think I've done that. You can see I actually have an apron on the bottom now. I've got some more fencing on the inside. On the backstretch here, we've got a little bit of color with the red walls. It just looks much better, much cleaner, and a heck of a lot more realistic. I'm going to keep doing these in the video as cinematic video. It's going to be a lot shorter going forward. I really like blending the cars together, but really I lost a lot of viewer retention in this area, so it's something I have to focus on, just being completely blunt with you guys. But overall, looks much more realistic, and I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. And here's a little example of what that cinematic footage is going to look like now. If you remember, I mean, just look at, sorry, this is so cool. I don't remember seeing a speedway at GTA like this. It looks like an actual super speedway. I absolutely love it now. But I don't even know what I was saying, and I'm doing this without any notes or anything like that, so we're just going to keep going. I haven't changed the track at all. The surface is the exact same. It's still bumpy. I tried to change it, but the results got a little too weird, so it's going to be the exact same times, exact same speeds for all cars there. This is so cool though, guys. I love this flyby view, but look at my test track now. It actually looks pretty much like a legitimate Grand Prix circuit. I absolutely love this. I loved this at baseline. I loved all my tracks at baseline, but man, this thing looks good now. I have some sausage curbs that I've added. I have a lot of cool stuff that I've done, but we do need to talk a little bit about it. I'm going to have to make some changes. I'm going to try to make it look the exact same that you see here. No changes there, but what I did is I brought the ground up to try to make it look better and to try to fix a problem I was having with recording on the straightaways, and it didn't quite work. So what we have here, and a little shout out to Aaron, we were just, or Aaron, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. We were just talking in my horsepower video about the Growler versus the Comet S2. I said the Growler was my favorite car, and here you go, here's proof. I had shot this before we were talking about that. I absolutely love it. But we're going to notice as we get to that first gantry, the one on the top, which is the old version of the track, is quicker there. And that's the problem. I brought the ground up too much, and when I was adding those little kind of apron style decorations, I guess you could call them, on the track, I didn't realize that it could actually go through the track and somehow affect the traction. Right here in that long corner, you lose a lot of traction. You lose a lot of time. You can see it's falling further behind. Right here in the braking zone, you lose traction. You lose time. And right here through that chicane and right there going into this long corner, you lose traction on this track now, which sucks. So it is a little bit not working. Until I can fix it, which I will, you're just going to see the standard version of the track, which you have on the top there. So kind of a bummer, but it'll be fixed before you see any actual results. As far as what's going on with my channel, well, I am going to start doing testing videos again. I have those surveys out, so I know you guys want to see the regular Entity MT. I'm working on that first. I do have to be honest with you. If the ISSI rally comes out this week, I pretty much have to look after my channel and do that, because that's really the only way I can get impressions on my videos in the GTA space, is by doing videos on cars that were just released. I'm not gonna not do these other cars like the Power Surge, the Entity MT, the Tulip 100. I'm planning on doing all of those, so stay patient with me. Those will be coming. And then hopefully I'll have some more kind of fun news for you on the channel as things go along. But I want to make sure that I kind of perfect what I'm doing with these testing videos first. I want to make sure that you guys have all the information that you need on the tracks and how everything's changed, just like this. And I think I'm getting to that point where I'm ready. I'm still learning how to do this. I'm still learning my new system, so I can be faster, slower. I don't really know what's going to go on, but I'm doing my best, and hopefully you guys will enjoy all this stuff going forward. If you're still here, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.